news where you are. Good night.
Thanks, Rita. Good evening and welcome to Look North. Tonight, there are calls for protests to be banned outside schools after a Yorkshire teacher was forced into hiding. Good evening. An official review has found a teacher who was forced into hiding after showing pupils a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad was veiled by his school, council and police. There were 2 days of protests outside Batley Grammar School after the incident in 2021. Depictions of the Prophet are considered deeply offensive in the Muslim faith. Well, the schools called the report disappointing. Our social affairs correspondent Emma Glasby has more.
March 2021. Protesters gathered outside Batley Grammar School after a cartoon of the Prophet Muhammad was shown to pupils in a religious studies class. The teacher was suspended and went into hiding. An investigation cleared him of any malicious intent, but he received threats and suffered post-traumatic stress disorder. Today, a review by government advisor Sarah Khan is scathing, saying the teacher was let down by all the agencies involved, including West Yorkshire Police, Kirklees Council and the school. It says appeasing the protesters appeared to be the priority at the expense of the teacher. The report recommends buffer zones around schools to restrict protests immediately outside. Well, the Batley Multi-Academy Trust has said it is disappointed by this report and does not recognise much of what is in it. In a statement, it says it did provide the teacher involved with counselling and wider support. It goes on to say, we let the government know ahead of publication that its draft report contained a number of factual inaccuracies and note that these have not been corrected. West Yorkshire Police is criticised in today's review for not treating the teacher as a victim of crime, but the Deputy Mayor for Policing has described the report as odd and contradictory.
In the pages of the report it says West Yorkshire Police did nothing according to the victim, and then it says that West Yorkshire Police set up a special task force to deal with the matter, so that's not doing anything. That West Yorkshire Police had a dedicated victim liaison person, so West Yorkshire Police will say that they did all that they should have done.
Today's report makes very uncomfortable reading for West Yorkshire Police and Kirklees Council, both accused of failing to understand the seriousness of this case. They say they'll now review the report and its recommendations. Emma Glasby, BBC Look North, Batley.
Well, earlier, the report author told Look North that Batley Grammar School had plenty of opportunities to respond. And we also asked her about Alison Lowe's claim that West Yorkshire Police were not properly involved.
Well, no, so I did speak to West Yorkshire Police and they clearly confirmed to me the actions that they took and the actions that they didn't took. And that's clearly outlined in my report. This is a time to be open, to understand that this has been looked at through an independent lens and to learn lessons from it, not to get defensive about it, but actually to learn lessons to ensure that we protect people in our country who are just going about doing their jobs and not having to experience this type of threatening and abusive harassment, which has no place in our society.
Well, tonight we've heard from the Batley MP, Kim Leadbeater, who welcomes the report's findings and says she's contacted the teacher on multiple occasions, offering support to him and his family. She says their well-being has been her priority and her offer of help is always there. Now, parents in Leeds say they're worried and upset that 3 council-run nurseries could close in as little as 2 months' time. The Little Owls nurseries in Chapel Allerton, Kentmere and Gipton North are all earmarked for closure after a council review. It's part of efforts to save money. Leeds City Council says it'll keep in contact with families until any formal decision is made.
It's a big decision, obviously, when you've got young children, to put them in somebody else's care. It's a difficult decision to make, but we feel really happy with the decision to send them to Little Owls. So the thought of having to make that decision again and research and visit lots of nurseries it's upsetting.
Now, a new generation of modern airships will be built at Carcroft near Doncaster, creating over 1,000 jobs. Hybrid Air Vehicles have agreed terms with Doncaster Council to build a factory that will produce 2 Airlander 10 airships every month. Each airship can carry up to 100 passengers. And just before we go, Sheffield Steelers are celebrating today. They won the Elite League last night, beating Guildford Flames to take their first league title in 8 years. Their head coach says they've now got their eyes on the league, the cup and the playoffs. Well done to them. Right then, Paul's here with your weather forecast. Paul, how's it looking?
Thank you very much. Very unsettled, unfortunately. There's more rain in the forecast in the coming days, something perhaps a little bit better on Saturday into Easter Sunday. Tomorrow's not looking too bad. A lot of cloud, there'll be some sunshine around. There's Wednesday's chart. This suggests that showers, when they come along, could be heavy with the risk of some thunder. At the moment, there's a little patchy rain and drizzle showing up on the radar picture, but it will eventually become dry. With some breaks in the cloud, there could be some low cloud and mistiness, just a little patchy rain in places, but most of it's dry, as I say, temperatures 4 or 5 degrees. So I think a grey and damp start in the morning. Other than that, we'll see some cloud breaks coming through. Overall, quite a cloudy day, but some bright or sunny spells developing, with further rain to come tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. We're looking at temperatures reaching 12 Celsius. That is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. Wednesday, a day of sunshine and scattered heavy showers, potentially heavy rain Wednesday night. Then it's showery Thursday and Good Friday. Just in that Saturday, Easter Sunday could be brighter with some more sunshine. That's the forecast.
Oh, good. We need some sunshine, don't we? Right then, that's all we've got time for from the Late Team. Thanks very much for watching. Good night.
This is a violent and brutal murder.